hold key talks with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick later today, as Brussels pushes to seal a deal before the looming August 1st deadline and avoid the reimposition of steep U.S. tariffs on EU goods. The European Commission says its priority remains achieving a negotiated outcome, with both sides engaged in intensive technical and political level discussions. However, the Commission has also made clear it is preparing for all eventualities, including the imposition of additional EU countermeasures if no deal is reached. The outcome of these talks could have significant implications for transatlantic trade relations amid growing global economic uncertainty. Now we're joined by Martin Sayer-Reitz. He's a foreign affairs expert joining us live from Ecuador. Thank you, Martin, for joining us today. Good to see you. Now, with the looming August 1st deadline so close, and how critical are the upcoming talks between Šefčovič and Lutnick for the future of transatlantic trade relations?
Ronald, the strategy from the European Union is to try to make a deal with the US. That's the major purpose. But while they're doing that and they're doing their best for coming with a proper deal for the benefit of both sides of the ocean, they have also a plan B. They are also focusing on a counter response in the case that these deals wouldn't work in the hypothetical case. But yeah, they are taking this very seriously. This is a top tier priority for the European Union to solve this misunderstanding with the US, to lower the tariffs, to make the deal more affordable for both parties. And they're running out of time. And at the same time, the European Union is very clear that in the case this won't work, they have another strategy to counterbalance the effects of Trump's tariffs.
And Martin, now what are the key points that both sides will need to address to avoid a trade crisis between Europe and US?
First of all, lowering the tariffs. Basically, Trump wants to add a 25%, which is something that has never happened before. Obviously, these tariffs are supposed to be beneficial for the US economy. According to Trump, the policy from the US towards its partners have been so open and so weak. But at the same time, he does not realize that this can have a lot of consequences because all of these tariffs don't come alone. Obviously, the European Union and other regions of the world can, again, apply the same logic and apply tariffs to this deal. So basically, this is the main problem here, the tariffs. Also, there's also other issues like free trade between the European Union and the US. They have long away have these trade deals, but at the same time, it has been not so regulated by the US, and they want to be the leader of these new regulations, which the European Commission and the European Union are not ready to accept.
And now EU has emphasized the priority of achieving negotiated outcome, but also signaled its readiness for countermeasures. So how likely is it that EU will take retaliatory actions, according to you?
I think if the European Union had enough time to negotiate with Trump and the US, I think the deals would be successful because of the tight deadline and the fact that both parties are running out of time. I think it's very unlikely that an ideal deal will be possible, and I think the European Union will need to focus on another strategy.
Thank you very much, Martin, for joining us today and sharing your insight. Now we move on to our next news.